I told my family everything I'd been bottling up and watched them squirm as they realized they couldn't ignore me anymore. When I was 18, my brother started dating Vivian. They had slept together behind my back 2 weeks ago. It was an affair that developed in front of my very own eyes. One day they were working on a project, and 3 weeks later I walked in on them going at it, him grunting behind her and pulling on her ponytail. My brother waited 10 days to bring her over for the first time. She wore heels, a fancy dress, and put more effort into this than she had into our entire relationship. Dude, I know this is hard, my brother said, but we're happy and in love. As a brother, I'm asking you to look past what happened. I should have left right then, but I didn't. I sat at the table with the rest of my family, watching them make space for my brother and Vivian at the head. My mom kept trying to get everyone to smile for pictures. Vivian was wearing the necklace I gave her on our last anniversary. I tried to ask them if they really thought this was normal. My dad said, "Listen, we're moving on as a family. Let's try be civil." I felt totally crushed. Following that one meeting, everyone in my family shipped my brother and Vivian. Group chats became full of them, arm in arm, making heart hands. Everyone acted like this was how it was supposed to be. The turning point came on my own birthday. Vivian insisted on making my favorite cake, and my mom snapped photos of them two baking for the album. They even got to blow out the candles. My birthday became all about the cute couple. My words were ignored whenever I tried to talk. I felt like a ghost wandering around my own family. That was the night I started drinking. I scrolled through all our old photos on my phone, deleting them all. I also stopped answering texts from friends. I didn't want to explain. A lot of nights I just lay on my bed, staring at the ceiling, drinking whatever I could find. The isolation set in fast. Vivian and my brother started bringing me stuff: cookies, t-shirts, cards with hearts on them, and notes telling me how proud they were of me for being so mature about this. Every time I brought up how I felt, everyone got quiet, and someone would change the subject. I slowly noticed I was missing from more and more family photos in the album. Eventually, I stopped sleeping and started having panic attacks. My doctor sent me to a therapist. At first, I just sat there, but after a while, the words tumbled out. It felt like someone finally saw me again. My therapist got me back into running, which helped, and I started keeping a journal. For the first time in months, I felt a little less alone. But then came their engagement party. The invitation had my name on the front and center like it was some kind of honor to be invited. The group chat blew up with messages about love and celebration. My mom called me 3 times that week, insisting I show up. "But Mom, Vivian is literally my—" "Stop it," she interrupted. "Family is family. This is the only engagement party your brother will ever have." I'm ashamed to say it, but I caved and went. When I got to the party, barely anyone even looked at me. I sat in the corner, watching everyone drink and celebrate. When halfway through, my brother pulled me aside. He looked me up and down, then drunkenly grinned. You have no idea how long I had planned this. Something about the way he said it made my skin crawl, like there was more to his words. Later that night, I found myself alone in the guest room. My brother's phone was sitting on the bed. I don't know what came over me, but I unlocked it. I scrolled through his messages with Vivian. My stomach turned. There were months of messages. They had been having the affair way before I initially caught them. Even worse, they planned this from the beginning. Vivian had never loved me. She used me to get to my brother. That was my final straw. I didn't say anything, but I started looking for my own apartment the next day. A big family dinner came a week later. I sat down at the table, intending to get through this in silence like I had always done. But then about halfway through the meal, my mom snapped a photo of my brother and Vivian passionately kissing. That was it for me. I put my fork down and started talking. My dad tried to interrupt, but I cut him off. Everyone looked shocked as I unloaded everything. I told them everything. I described walking in on Vivian and my brother, the months of being frozen out, the messages I'd seen on his phone. I told them how it felt to watch everyone pretend like this was normal. I looked at everyone in turn. My dad stared at his hands. My mom started to cry. My brother looked away. Vivian wouldn't meet my eyes. When I finished, nobody said a word. I got up, grabbed my coat, and walked out. Afterward, a few relatives reached out. Some apologized. Some defended my brother. The group chat split in two. And then about a month later, at my own apartment, I got a letter from Vivian. I don't know why, but I opened it. "I'm sorry, Andrew. There's so much you don't know, but I had to do this. Please meet for coffee. Here's my number. I'll explain everything. The full story is on my channel and linked below."